Everyone, I am the Educated Natural. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, please look around. There may be something of interest to you there, and I invite you to enjoy the content that's on this channel. And if you feel real good about what you're seeing, please do not hesitate then to hit that subscribe button. Always, you're welcome to give us a like and leave us comments, and we're able to answer any questions that you may have. We will gladly do so. If you are a returning subscriber here, a visitor, welcome. It's great to see you again. And I am honored and very appreciative of you being here. So thank you to every single member of this channel. I give God praise to you, for you, and we thank God for your contributions to be a part of the membership here. May God continue to bless you tenfold plus for being a member here on the channel. If you're curious about becoming a member on the channel, all you have to do is look down below where you see the word join. Click that link, pick your level, and you are in to the membership. We thank you. Now, as you can tell by the topic of discussion, it probably will shock a lot of you based on the description and the title of this video. I didn't think I would have to do this because of all the years, I guess now a year plus of doing parodies on this channel, I never thought that it would be a parody to cause so much chaos and confusion among content creators and within the community. Now, before I get into that, let me take a few minutes just to welcome in and say hello to those of you that are currently in the chat. So, hey, Dominique LeBlue, it's so great to see you. It's been a minute. It's good to see you. Living Natural, thank you for being here. Welcome in. Precious Pieces, thank you for being here. CC's Texas Garden, it's great to see you, sis. Welcome in. My Renaissance Grandma, it's always great to see you. Welcome in. She is Sunshine, a member here. Thank you and welcome in. G Mama Grows Hard in the Garden, thank you for being here. Another member. Let's see, going on down. MN Custom Made Barb LaFawn, thank you for being here. It's great to see you. Psalms 146 Home and Garden, thank you. Welcome. Let's see here. J3GS Farms, welcome in. It's great to see you. Let's see. Urban Gardening Chronicles. This thing is moving. So I'm moving the thing here. Welcome in. It's great to see you, sis. And thank you for being a big sport in everything you saw this past Saturday. Thank you. My cart runneth over. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Let's see. Going. Stop skipping on me. GT Junior Grows It Alaska. Thank you for being here. Another member. Thank you for take your time. Be careful out there driving and listening. Be careful. But thank you for being here. Thank you, everyone that I may have missed. I'm trying to go see if I missed anyone. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I have prayed since Saturday. I have been in prayer. I've been dealing with the negative statements that were said during the live, after the live that took place during the hype again. Let me first and foremost start with this. Thank you to Jay the Motivator and all of the panelists and creative minds behind the hype again. I thank you for allowing me to be a part of it. I'm thankful that I was able to fill that slot when it needed to be filled. I am honored anytime I'm able to come on any content creator's platform to bring a little bit of laughter and have some fun. I am so appreciative, Jay, for the opportunity. So thank you. But in the meantime, in between time, since during that skit that took place on December the 9th, during the hype again, there has been some negativity that took place in not only my chat, but as well as Tori's brain's chat. And I'm only going to speak for me. I can't speak for other content creators. I can only speak for 10. And I've told people this, and I will continue to reiterate it. Anytime you knock on my door, whether it's positive or negative, I will answer. And so I've had to remain silent. I've had to go in prayer because what I saw, and there were comments left that were not popping up in the chat after the live because Google stopped them because they were laced with some very negative wording. And if you are a content creator and you do content on your channel, you know exactly what I'm talking about when you have those filters on your channel where Google or YouTube will automatically hold comments for review. And I had quite a few of those to take place during that live stream, and they were all done by one individual. Now, let me start by saying this. During that parody, at no point was the people that were up there or myself trying to be negative, trying to hurt anyone's feelings, taking anything out of context. Everyone that was depicted on that screen during that parody was done out of love. Every single person that was depicted in that parody or skit are individuals that are known in the community to crack jokes, to have fun with, each and every one of us. None of us, and I'm speaking on behalf of everyone that was on that panel, to include myself, none of us ever thought that anyone would take it seriously because they were always joking with each and every one of us. And so we didn't just return the favor to joke with them. Now let's keep it 100. We are all adults. And if at any point someone said something or did something while on my platform, you could have simply reached out to me. You could have reached out to the individuals versus disrupting chats, inbox messages, behind the scene talks, and all of that foolishness could have been taken care of in a mature manner with the ones you needed to talk to. However, sadly, this did not occur. It left what was an epic, funny moment. It left it by the time the hype again was over in dust. It destroyed what was an epic comedic moment and just took it and balled it up like a piece of paper. All because people just didn't know how to take a joke. And so, because they didn't know how to take a joke, they decided to not only disrupt the chat on my end, but also on the end of Tori's brain. Tori, from the bottom of my heart, I apologize that anything that took place over here rolled all the way over there because of people's immaturity. I apologize. I thought that if I had the opportunity to fill that slot on the hype again, that it would be cool. It would be a great opportunity for the educated natural to take her fellow content creators and include them into what was a great moment, not only for me, but for them. It would have given other content creators that were not able to get that hour slot the chance to link up with me and knock down quite a few stereotypes. And when I say stereotypes, I'm referring to, it's always being said that Black women can't come together and do anything without some type of conflict. We had a ball. We had so much fun, and the level of professionalism and humor that each and every participating party during my live stream did was exceptional. Hardly ever, if ever, do you get to see G Mama, Salon Diva V, PIA, Passionately Intrigued Arts, all of us come together. She is Sunshine. For us all to get together, sassy, and display a level of humor in the way that we did that particular night. And to know that other individuals had an issue with what was done and what was said. It's very disheartening, especially knowing that the individuals that had something negative to say are the same individuals that was either laughing at one point or who have on their own platforms or other people's platforms did jokes, make little pot shots at each other, all in good fun, all in love. And to see that night and have an issue and not handle it in a mature manner, that's very disheartening. Those ladies took time away from their families, their jobs, and other things they had going on during that time to join forces with me without hesitation, to join forces with me and say, I would love, and I would love to be a part of it. I know exactly who I want to show love to. In case you haven't figured it out yet, when I found out that the 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. slot needed to be filled, I went into my membership group and I left it open to all my members in that group. And I said, listen, I have the slot in the hypathon. Would you all want to be a part of it? I didn't tell them what was going on because I didn't know. I didn't know what I was going to do. I was just saying, you know what? Instead of me hogging the whole time to myself, why don't I spread the love? One by one, they said, well, what do you need us to do? And I said, I don't know. You know, me doing the hypathon, using some shenanigans. I don't know. I'm just asking if anybody wants to be a part of it and we can brainstorm and figure out what to do next. Right? So when they said, okay, yeah, sure, let's do it. Let's have some fun. We brainstormed and it was brought to my attention. Why don't we just do a skit? And I said, oh, you know, I'm with the skits. So it was at that moment when every individual decided who they wanted to be in that skit. The skit was not a part of the original idea behind me taking that slide. But when those ladies, the way they were so excited to be a part of it and to just say, you know what, let's have some fun. That's what you saw that night. There was no rehearsals. We had a ball. Looking at the replay and looking at the chats, everybody was having a great time. Until we looked at the comments and we made it all the way to the end of the hype again to see the disturbances that took away from a moment that everyone in the community was looking forward to. It had been months since Tori was able to be off work and bring us all neckbone news. I was excited when I got there, like everyone else. We're sitting in the chat watching, they call him Shamandre, and everybody's up there, and Bap is up there, and Cowboy Tori, and they're doing their thing, and it was very, very disheartening to look at individual coming there and just disrupt and take away from a moment that we have waited and begged for from Tori for months to bring back to us, just to have it destroyed. What we did was out of love, because truth be told, and y'all know I don't bite my tongue, but I'm really holding back today. But truth be told, I received inbox messages from people saying, who was that performing to be this person? Who were they acting like? And I had to tell them, okay, that was such and such, and they were acting like such and such. They didn't even know who you were. If those ladies did not get up there and be a part of that parody, there were people that was in that chat that didn't even know you. But because they did such an excellent job of showing you in their own unique way, people went over to your channel and said, let me see who this is, and let me see who the person was that was the funniest person up there on the screen to me, and let me see who they are too. That was the purpose of that slide. Not only for the people who are the host of that slide, but for the people to sit there and say, who are you talking about? Oh my goodness, that was so funny. I haven't laughed this long in all week or all month. Thank y'all. That was hilarious just to see that moment be crushed because people can't take a freaking joke. We were joking. We were in character. But to have people that's supposed to be grown, people that can tell jokes, people that can get up on their platform and do whatever they want to do, and dare somebody to say something to them, took that moment and took that opportunity to ruin it for everyone. You left a lot of questions in a lot of people's heads. And I can't speak for other people. I can only speak for me. And I got to be honest with you. It ticked me off. It ticked me off to the point I literally started to go to my channel and remove every single video that had a skit in it. That's how upset I was because of the immaturity of other people over a skit. We didn't say anything up there or do anything up there to take a pot shot at anybody. There was no shade given. There was none of that. It was all in fun because we thought as a community and as a family, everyone could take jokes because everyone gives jokes. And to find out that it wasn't so, that someone wants to come in and disrupt everything for everybody and leave a bunch of question marks and everyone that participated in that skit and everybody that watched what happened in that chat, it left a bunch of questions and it caused chaos and it caused confusion. And it made no sense to any of us. And so because it took place on my channel, and I was talking with each and every one of the ladies, and I had to pull them to the side because every one of us was upset. Every one of us. We went from yay, ha, 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 that was great, to what the what? Who said what? What do you mean by that? What's going on? What happened in the chat? There's a difference between jokes and there's a difference between reality. There's a difference when a joke stops at a certain point. Okay, we get the ha ha. Okay, that's enough. And then when a joke goes way above and beyond, it becomes personal. We didn't do anything up there personal. But some people took it personally and acted out. And it caused other content creators now to raise that one eyebrow and kind of look at them from the sideways and look at them with the side eye thinking, what's wrong with you? And it left a bad taste in everyone's mouth. That's what happened. And you can't say the D word. Y'all don't cuss. But Lord help me. I was there these last few days. And it had to be the Holy Spirit to keep me from coming on here just repeating and saying what I really want to say and how I really want to say it. Because what was said was not held back against, from me. But anytime you say the D word and then you say 10, and I never said that to you, and then turn around later and say, oh, I was just joking. Oh, I enjoyed it. Oh, it was fun. Nah, man, you can't do that. You can't keep going on and on and on and being disruptive and saying all kinds of stuff and then come back later and say, after you realize people done got ticked off at you, and sit there and say, oh, y'all taking stuff too. So I was just joking. No, man. Anytime somebody's in a chat and they tell you to chill out and you keep going and keep going and they ask you, are you serious right now? And you keep going, the answer has been made. You just upset everyone. I love the fact that this was one of the times of the hypathon or the hype again. And that was called the hype again, where every single content creator showed up on time. There was no drama. There was no violations as to what the stipulations of being a part of the hype again is. Everyone was there, ready to go. I rode that train like everybody else from 12 to 12. I was excited. But for me, the highlight moment was the closing of the Neckbone News. And to look at that chat and see the foolishness that was taking place, not only in the chat, but what was said on the screen at the close was ridiculous, and it upset people, and it left a lot of questions unanswered. So now I have to sit here because it started on my channel and address immaturity of other individuals when conversations could have been had. And it's ridiculous to me. And so I'm trying my hardest to keep this as professional as I can. I've tried all week since Saturday evening to try to put this thing in a cognitive perspective. But there are just certain things I just could not make sense of. And I told the ladies that were a part of that skit, if you have something to say, the floor is open. You could come up with me. You could address the crowd. If you received any type of negativity, let me know, because it's ridiculous. We are old enough and grown enough and should be mature enough where we can have these conversations. I'm telling you now, as the creative mastermind behind this channel and the creative mastermind behind the skits, no one up there got up there to throw shade at anyone. The only reason why I even replayed the skits that I replayed, to be clear, I'm talking about the Big Rooster skit, which was done months ago, as well as the Unbiased LLC skit, which was done months ago. The only reason why I even replayed those, if there was an issue with that, the only reason why I even replayed those is because I needed a break, because I could hear on EV Mux, you can hear your panelists as they're coming in. If they're talking, I can hear them. You can't hear them on the screen because they're not live in studio, but I can hear them. And at the moment before I brought them up, right when I turned into JJ, I could hear G Mama and the other panelists saying, I can't hear anything. Can she hear us? And I had to play a commercial, which I chose to play those videos to let them know I can hear you in the back scene, so that they can say, okay, I'm good. I don't have to move anything. My device is working okay. As a host on these live streaming platforms, you're also the producer. So if the people that's supposed to come up on panel with you are having an issue, you need to try to have some type of fill-in in there in your production to let them know you're good. I had to do that. I couldn't just turn my screen black. I couldn't just do that. I couldn't be talking to them because y'all be like, who is she talking to? That would just ruin the surprise. So I had to play a video. So I replayed Unbiased LLC's video as a fill-in, because we were doing a skit and I said, hey, this is another skit. I titled the thing Payback, in fun. Because if you were at the beginning of the hype again, at 12 o'clock, it took place on the Big Rooster Show channel. And during that time, he called me up on the panel to mess with me, which was cool because Big Rooster, just like I, can take a joke. So I had no problem with that. So after I got off, I said, what can I call my session when we do our new skit? And I said, I thought about James Brown. Okay, I thought about James Brown. And James Brown had a song called The Big Payback. That's why that section was called The Payback. That's why. And what other video did I have that had payback in it? Was the one that featured Unbiased LLC. But after all this foolishness, I was literally about to rip all of them down. You wouldn't have seen none of those skits no more, period, ever. I was about to take them all, risking my watch hours, risking the things on my channel. That's how hot I was over this entire thing. Because I've scrubbed this channel before. So I'd have been like, I'll just scrub it again. It's the immaturity for me. That's what really irritates me, because those ladies worked hard on their parts. They weren't disrespectful. They were literally paying ode to content creators they actually enjoy hanging out with, doing their live streams, or if they're on the panel of these other people. That's what that was, y'all. It was us saying, you know what? I absolutely love messing with you. You always messing with me. And so this is my chance to say, aha, I'm gonna mess with you too. It's all in fun. It's supposed to be this big family, it's supposed to be this community. But yet, these types of things happen as a result. Nobody up there was throwing shade. Let me answer that question because that came to me too. Who are they talking about? Who's throwing shade? What happened? There was no shade to be thrown. That whole thing could have been handled. If that person felt a certain way, they could have contacted that person behind the scenes and they could have had a conversation. They both grown. We have to be mindful of what we're saying because when some of us, when we speak, it's like a blanket. When you make a blanket statement, you cover everybody. That means you're throwing a blanket over everybody. Your statement was so broad that now you got a bunch of people under what you just said trying to figure out what's going on. When you could have just not said that, took that offline, took it wherever. It was enough mess going on in the chat. It just shouldn't have happened. All right. It just shouldn't have happened. But since it did happen, it left a bad taste in everyone's mouth. I'm just going to say it. Everyone went from being excited and happy and laughing and saying, oh my goodness, when you said that, girl, I fell out laughing. Or when you did that, that was so funny. We all went from going from that to just being like, what just happened? Who said what? Why would they take it that way? Welcome in, Miss V. Welcome in, everyone that I may have missed. But I just needed to come here and just address that. Because it was ridiculous. It was an epic moment of humor, and it was ruined because people can't take a joke. And like one person that inboxed me about what they saw, it's true. It's all fun till the rabbits got the gun. You can't just be dishing stuff and not be able to take a joke, especially a joke that's not serious. We're in character. Let me take me for an example. During that parody, I said that, April was feeling on my leg and I started singing. I went from being JJ to J because it was all in fun. I could see African Dreaming in the chat laughing. So it was just me messing with them because earlier that day on the Big Rooster opening show during the hype again, Jay was conflicted if he was going to support Rue or if he was going to support me. And so I had to come on as JJ just to mess with Jay. Now, y'all know I absolutely love Jay and April, African Dreamer. But I didn't do anything out of pocket. And if they would have thought I did something out of pocket, they would have said, hey, sis, that wasn't cool. And I would have came in here and apologized profusely, didn't mean it. I would have told them, it would have been a done deal. But the level of disrespect, there's no other way of saying it. It was disrespectful, the stuff that I saw that happen in the chat and the stuff that y'all didn't see in the chat that Google blocked. It was disrespectful. And if someone would have come in your chat, if somebody would have came during your event and did that to you, your minds would have went ham on them. Your minds would have literally shut it down. Because then it would have been disrespectful. But to come and say you hate something, when those ladies and myself bust our tail to put together what you saw that night, that's disrespectful. What if somebody comes to your channel and says they hate something you're doing? You be mad as fire. And then later say, I was just joking. You take things too serious. It's not funny. What we did was funny. That was hilarious. What you did was disrespectful. Two different things. And I need people to understand that. So, as a result of all of this foolishness, I have made a decision when it comes to this channel. Now, I've spoken with the ladies, And I've told them that I will not. Yeah, exactly. I feel the same way, G Mama. Especially when it's used, period, but especially when it's used in a way where a bunch of people can see it and a bunch of people now will think it was bad and get over there and watch it and realize it was not bad at all. What are they talking about? And it's thank you. Thank you, Rooks. Welcome in. Thank you. Thank you to all of my members, every member that was in the elves. And I talked with Robert when we was at our group meeting this past Sunday. And I was telling Robert that when it came even to the elf scenes, I had to really think about who I was going to put in the elf scenes. People that can take a joke, people that would enjoy being on screen like that. Every one of those content creators I depicted was a way for me to sit there and not only pay ode to them and say, hey, I see you, bro, I see you, sis, but also give people that would see it the chance to say, who is that? They got a channel? Let me head over to their channel. And they didn't even have to be physically on the screen, but because I made them an elf and because they are members of my channel, that was my way of paying ode to them. The whole goal of that skit was not just for us to have a good time and to laugh, but was for the chat, the people in the chat, the people that see the replay, they say, who in the world are they acting like? Like, who are they talking about? Who is that? Who acts like that? Really? Let me go find out who it is. It was a conversation piece, a positive conversation piece. Now it's just all jumbled up. So what I've decided to do is I'm not going to take down the current skits that I have done. But what I am going to do is say this. I will no longer, the educated natural, will no longer put another content creator in any skit. It's done. It's over. I will not be poking fun in a skit at any character that or any individual that I have created. They're all done. There will be no more JJ. Sorry, African Dreamer, but this has to be done. I know you can take a joke, but I can't deal with this anymore. There will be no more me acting like Big Rooster. There will be no more acting like Tori. There will be no more acting like Tay. No more Angela. No more none of that. I'm done. This has ruined it for me. This is the second time in my life where I used to do skits when I was in junior high school, and someone got offended, and I stopped it then because I was like, I'm not doing this to offend anyone. I thought it would be fun, but I realized not everyone's sense of humor is the same. So I said, you know what? I'm done. I'm not, if I do a skit, it will be a fictional character. I will no longer do content creators. I am done. I will support you in a whole different way, but it will not be in a skit. I'm done. It's very sad, Felicia. It's very sad but they always say one bad apple don't spoil the bunch. What about two? Because I'm done. And this literally has taken me these last few days since Saturday to not rip them all down. But those ladies work their butts off to get up there with me in the capacity that they got up there with me and showcase that talent. Thank you, PIA. Thank you. Yeah, that was my thing as well. Thank you. Let me go back. Hold on. Robert, that was my take as well. I thought everyone would laugh and just have fun. Sadly, it wasn't the case. Someone took it personal and then backtracked. So I'm done. Exactly, Rooks. Exactly. I have to protect my energy. I have to protect my brand. And I just honestly, Shanti, I just don't have time for other people's foolishness. I don't. It's too much at stake. We live in a world now that we don't even know what tomorrow may bring. We could be here today, gone tomorrow. But what's wrong with spreading a little love and a little laughter? That's what that moment meant for me, for all of us. It meant for us to come together and just have some fun. I don't think one person that's ever watched me on the Hype Again or when I was with the Lit Litathon with 755 Media, I don't think, if you've ever seen any of those, you should have known that Kim was going to bring something. As soon as you heard 10, oh, this is about to be fun. Automatically, based on what you've seen previously when I was on there, it should have told you we are about to have some fun because that's what I love to bring to those types of moments. Sometimes in life, you have one chance, you have one moment, and when you get that opportunity, you knock it out the park. That's what those ladies and I did that night. We showed up and we acted out. I told you all that from the very beginning. We were about to take that train and ride it to the side. I said that. It's about to be shenanigans. I said that. But I guess some people just didn't get that memo. And I understand. You're definitely entitled to your own opinion. I get it. But it was not done out of malice. It wasn't done to irritate anybody. We were all in character. And if you had a personal problem, you could have pulled any of us to the side that you had that personal problem with, and you could have had the discussion. It shouldn't have happened in the chats. And it definitely shouldn't have gone all the way over to Tori's brain and mess up that epic moment that we all waited months to see again. We couldn't even enjoy Neckbone News because of the foolishness. So I guess I should say thank you for ruining an epic moment, because that's what happened. But I don't care what anybody says. Ladies that was in that skit, you all, and I said it to you before, and I've said it 1,000 times since, and I will continue to say, you all rock that. And I don't care what no negative Nancy, Tim, or Tom says. You all rocked that. You did exactly what we were supposed to do during that moment. And you better keep continuing to be who you are, because y'all did that. And y'all have been talking with me through the chats and uplifting me and calming me down and saying all the right things and trying to bring clarity to different things and talking to other people about it. I honor you. I thank you. Because had I gone live Sunday, this would have been a whole different type of live stream. But I thank you. I thank you for saying yes to the opportunity to hang out with me during that time. I thank you for, like Sassy put the coffee grounds on her face. Sunshine was saying how the mustache and stuff was irritating her and she was about to burn up in that robe, but she stuck it out to the end. They both did. Salon Diva had just did her live on the hype again and then ran around her house getting herself together to become back so that she could be there for all of us. That's dedication. She didn't have to do that. Even before we did any planning with the skit, or I'm not planning with the skit, but even before she volunteered to do the skit, she said, I'll do it. I said, no, you come on right before I do. That's going to be too much. She said, I'm down. Like, she did not hesitate. She was like, I'm down. I will figure it out. And she did that. G Mama was so nervous. She said, I know I said I wanted to do Urban, but I don't know if Urban is going to take this serious. I don't want to rub anybody the wrong way. I said, Urban is good people. Urban knows how to take a joke. If that's who you want to do, show your love to her. Do it. And she did that thing. PIA was like, I know exactly who I'm going to do. And she did that thing. And we had a ball, y'all. We had so much fun. So for those of you that enjoyed it and left positive comments, I thank you. But just know, there were a couple of people that had an issue. And it has gotten back to us. And we're not happy at all. We're trying to make the best of it. We're trying to take the positive and the high road. But honestly, we're ticked off. It was uncalled for. The way that things were handled by those individuals was uncalled for. And since they don't want to say anything about it, since it took place on my channel, I'll call it out because that's what I do. I'll bring your toes to the line and we will handle this accordingly as adults. But we didn't do that out of malice. To anyone that was to Broke Farmer, to David Corey, to Urban Garden Chronicles, to Big Rooster, to Jay of African Dreaming, we did not do any of those things out of malice. It's because we love and we care for y'all that we decided that's who we were going to be on the screen. That's all that was. And those of you that get it, you got it. But those of you that didn't, I'm just going to pray for you because that's what it was. You could have asked that question. But to be a complete disruption, that was unacceptable. It was disrespectful. That's how it was taken. You want to know how we feel about it? We all feel like we were disrespected. That's how we feel about it. So let me go through the chat. Urban says, I've tried to, and I'm continuing to try to do that, Urban. I really am trying to ignore the negative people. And at this moment, I have to just stop. I have to revamp, re-strategize, rethink about the next steps on my channel. But as far as those skits go right now, it's a no-go for me. It's a complete no-go for me. And if I do, like I was telling the ladies that were a part of the skit, I said, if I do, because they had the same sentiment as you, Urban. And I said, if I do skits, it'll be of some sort of fictional character or something I make up. But when it comes to content creators, depicting them in any type of skit, I personally won't be doing it anymore anytime soon. I have to be very cautious as to what I do and what I say and figure out who really can take a joke and who can't, and who knows the difference between jokes and reality and who don't. And it's just so many factors that I didn't think would be an issue that seems to be an issue. And this is not just about me. This is about the community. This is about a whole, because this actually was like a wake-up call to me. Maybe I took for granted that we all do laugh and chill and have fun with one another on other platforms. And maybe because some people just didn't see it the way that we thought they would be seen, because it's on the other side of the pillow, if you will. It's not them, their actual selves. It's us, and them. I don't know. I just can't take this disruption. And thank you, Sums. I'm glad, I'm really glad that y'all love the skits. I really am so happy to have taken the opportunity to create in a manner that I have created in, and that the ladies have created in. It was such an honor to be able to be on stage with them and to see their level of creativity go to a whole other level that we typically don't even see from them. You don't even see that on their channels. And for them to say, you know what, Tien, I'm going to come with you and I'm going to do this. I was honored. Like, they didn't hesitate. Like, it was their idea to even do the skit. Yo, I was not going to do a skit. I was not going to come back as JJ. That for me, that was a one-time thing. It was funny. It was my way of, getting back at Jay of African Dreaming, because of everything that, he had said. You have to go back. You have to be there to understand what I'm talking about. That was my way of coming up with a character just for them at that moment. And the only reason why I even came back in character as JJ again during the skit was because Jay and Big Rooster was acting up that morning, or the afternoon. And so that was just me messing with them, because I know they can take a joke. It's funny, right? But to realize that things kind of turned the way they turned, it was, I don't know, y'all. It was weird. It was really, really weird. And so Oh, African dreaming. It's not my fault. It's not my fault because you know, we'll see. Just pray about it. Maybe you gotta change, maybe you gotta change my heart. I don't know. Um yeah. The experience with Sassy says no skits for me ever again. That's how I feel. That's how we all feel. This is what this has done to us. That negativity impacted every one of us. When you make statements and you put stuff in chats, you impact everyone that sees it. You ruined it for most of us. So no, for me, I can, like I said, I can only speak for me, and Sassy just made her own statement. She was a part of the skit. It's over. It was ruined. Welcome in, Jamia, Miss T with the T, and everyone that I may have missed. I'm trying to quickly go back through Pieces of April. Hey, how are you? Oh, y'all welcome back to the States. Y'all owe me some plane fare. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Thank you, Urban. Thank you. We tried. We but it is what it is at this point. It is sad. It was nothing, passionately intrigued arts says it was nothing but love and fun. That's all it was. And now, for me, thank you, April. Thank you. For me, it's a done deal. It was fun while it lasted. But right now, and in the foreseeable future, I'm not doing any more skits depicting content creators. I'm just not. This really put me in a headspace where it's never a good place for me to be. Yes, Miss T, we do. I stand on business in this community, and of course, the love return back to you. But when people get out of pocket, I had one or two choices, and I'm trying to choose the higher road here, and that's why I went live. A lot of them were telling me, don't do it. Just pray about it. I did all that. I did, y'all. I tried to turn the other cheek. My neck would not turn. I tried to pray it off, but every time I thought about what I saw, what I heard, what was said, who said what, who did what, I just got more and more angry about it because it didn't make sense. We always say make it make sense. It didn't make sense. I could not make sense of it. It was pointless. It made no sense to me. And so I said, you know what? I'm going to come on briefly, and I'm just going to say what I had to say. But honestly, I can't deal with this. It made no sense. It made no sense. It's like somebody just came in and sucked the air out of the balloon. We had a great time from beginning until we didn't. Every content creator that showed up during that hype again was absolutely phenomenal. It was great to see people come out of their comfort zone and just be great at what they do. Sit down and just talk to your audience, meet some new faces, make some new connections. It was great to see and witness and to be a part of. But had I known, what they say, high insight, had I known that skit would cause a disruption from my spot all the way down to Tori's spot, I would have never done it. Ever done it. I would have did something else. Would have just did something else. But I'm not going to keep harping on here. Good gracious, 47 people in here. Welcome in every single person. If I did not personally say hello to you, forgive me, but I had to get that out. Hello. Thank you for being here. I am the Educated Natural. Thank you. I'm looking through the chat really quickly. Hey, Shawnee. Yeah, go watch the skits for yourself. Go watch the hype again. Watch every content creator. Take your own poll. You will see no one during that skit did anything out of malice. We were all in character. It was all in fun. I believe every individual, maybe except for one or two, that was shown in that skit in character would even say, the mature ones would even say it was funny. I looked at the comments of Urban. I looked at the comments of Broke Farmer. None of them had anything negative to say. African Dreaming. They were there doing the whole time. If I would have thought someone on that panel that was up there with me during that skit said or did something out of pocket, I would have ended it right there. Nope, I would have dropped them down quicker than somebody with Megan these. I would have dropped them without hesitation. But y'all, when I tell you that thing irritated me to my core, it did. Because there was no sense for it. And I've received several inbox messages because people had noticed that I had backed up from certain people's live streams. I had went MIA. I went kind of quiet. I was in certain people's bushes. I didn't say hello. I didn't say anything because I just honestly did not really feel like talking. I didn't. Because I had nothing positive to say after seeing all that foolishness. And my mother always said, if you have nothing positive to say, then don't say nothing. Because she knew my mouth. And so I said nothing. I talked with the ladies because everything that happened within that skit impacted them. And so we talked it out. And then they went off and had other individual conversations with people to find out more information, to find out what's going on. And now that I know some of the backstory, it's ridiculous. Yeah, Fugal Mama, it's always something, right? You try to do your best, you try to shine light on other people, and then it kind of blows up in your face. And that's kind of how I took it. And like I said, I can't speak for the other ladies. All I can do is tell you all from my perspective. I saw it as being disrespectful. And that's how I saw it. That's about as plain as I can put it. I saw it, the comments, the disruptions, as disrespectful. When those things could have been handled offline, there was no need to destroy that moment at all. And so now, as a result of that, other moves have had to be made and other decisions have had to be made. And as the educated natural, I had to make the decision to stop all skits. That's just kind of how the ball has fallen at the end of 2023. I tried. I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm trying, JB. I'm trying. So let me kind of go through the chat here really quickly. Wow. Welcome in, everyone. I'm sorry y'all had to come over to this foolishness. I'm sorry, but I had to address it. I had to just make my peace. Sassy says a fun moment was ruined because we were in character trying to make people laugh and have fun. Yeah, exactly. But, it's like the saying goes, you can't please everyone. Thank you, J3GS. Hi, Pescatarian Gardener. Thank you for being here. Afternoon. Thank you, Broke Farmer, for your comment to She is Sunshine, who was depicting you. Thank you. Thank you. She is Sunshine is replying to Sassy. Let me tell y'all. So as you guys can see, it has really impacted each and every one of us in one way or another. I tried to take the positive side. I tried to take the high road, but truth be told, y'all know I'm not good at shielding my emotions a lot of the time. If something irritates me, I may hold on to it for a while and then it's gonna come up. At some point, it's gonna come up, it's gonna come out. And this is it coming out. And this is She is Sunshine responding back to Broke Farmer. She's feeling the same way, like no internet cousin. it's done. It's a done deal. We tried to pay ode to those in the community that we value and that we like having fun with. And this is what turned out, y'all. You know, some I considered it. Especially Sunday. Sunday, woo boy. I considered it. But I left it there so you all can see it for yourselves. I have not gone over to rewatch Tori's brain to see all the comments again that happened over there, because once was enough for me. And I've heard from other people that they are considering that, doing exactly what you said. They're blocking the person that was being disruptive. They are, other people, if they haven't already, are definitely consider doing it, because they even said it was uncalled for. They were really shocked by what was said and who said it and how it was said and all that stuff. They were shocked. And they were inboxing me saying, what the bleep is that? What is this and what is that? How dare they? It was a lot of stuff, okay? And I told people, hey, do what I'm going to do what I'm going to do, what I need to do for my channel and my brand. I'm going to do what I need to do. And everybody else can govern yourselves accordingly, okay? Do what you need to do. But the first step I have taken so far is to decide not to do any more skits. Now, whatever I do following. But yeah, that was also brought up as well. So, well, Sunshine, a lot of people probably feel the same way. There were a lot of people feeling the same way. Assassin on Site and I was ready to bring back the skits and have some more fun, which is why I even included her. That is my daughter. I even included her in the hype again to drum up that want for more skits. And for her to even see what was happening, she was like, what in the world? What's wrong with it? What is this? I'm like, baby, don't worry about it. Mama got it. You just going back to work, do your thing. I got this. Because it even shocked her. Because she knows we do this stuff out of fun. Every slap you hear, there is no sound effects with that. I'm really getting hit. Okay? We're really doing this. And to know that we have to say goodbye to that, it hurts us too. Like, I literally was in tears to think that, wow, it's officially going to be over. Like, one of the sides of me that people hardly get to see, that people are absolutely loving, I'm going to have to shut it down. We feel the same way over here. We do. But it has to be done. Passionately Intrigued Art says, I have watched it at least 4 times and laughed till I cried each time. I'm still laughing. Yeah, it's funny. Look, don't get me wrong. That skit is funny. It is hilarious. I have watched it over and over because it's funny. Those elves and that skit, oh, that was hilarious. So, hey, Ray, welcome in. It was hilarious. The entire thing was hilarious, and we only had a few days to do it and get it done. And it turned out epic to me. Excuse me. Now, Odom, nobody's stealing my joy. It's just, I think the shock and awe of it all is what really got to me. And then it kind of turned into something else once it got on the inside. But my joy is still there. I still love each and every one of you. I still pray that God continues to bless each and every one of you. That doesn't change. But what will change is now going forward what I do on this channel. That definitely changes. But my joy, I have the joy of the Lord. It's just that in that first 24 hours, I was stuck in between Annie up and DMX, and y'all about to make me lose my mind up in here. And I was stuck on the like Big Rooster like to say, the ratchet side. Yeah, I was over there. Like, I was on some stuff, but quickly was able to grab hold of the Holy Spirit and say, let's ring this thing in, 10. You don't need to go there. That's hard. That leads down a road that's ugly. You don't need to do that. Reel it in. So I took the time under the guidance of God to reel this in. Because had I not, I would have came on here, y'all would have thought I was DMX or Ja Rule. Like I was over there, like we go clap back, like I was there. Like, so I didn't want to depict that. So I had to take the few days, calm it down, bring it in, and be able to talk calmly to everyone and let them know what was going on. Because my inbox has been rolling since Saturday. So all I'm asking is everyone in the community is, wow, 50. Welcome in. Woo, 50 people in here. Look, all 50 of y'all, if you have not connected with the people in the chat, connect with the people in the chat. Go to their channels, watch their content. If you like what you see, go ahead, become a part of their family. Don't let this foolishness stop you from connecting with other content creators. Do that thing. We all need support. We're all trying to grow. So don't let this foolishness stop you from growing. I encourage you, watch the skit. Watch it for yourself. It's under the hype again. It was my last live I just did on Saturday, on December the 9th. Watch it. Enjoy it. If there was something that you felt was out of pocket or wrong, let me know. If you don't want to leave a comment under the video, inbox me on Instagram. If you had a problem with something one of those content creators that was up there on the screen me said, inbox them. That's all you had to do. We're all grown here. You could have simply just inbox them and let them know, hey, sis, the skit was cool, but I didn't like when you said blah, 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 blah. Deal with that in a mature way. Don't make blanket statements. Like, we all have to be careful what we say and how we say it. Don't make blanket statements out here. Because when you do and you become a disruption or you become disrespectful and you're speaking out of pocket, you don't know whose lap that may land into. So you need to be real clear. If you're talking about a specific event or incident, say that. If you're talking about a specific person, say that. But when we make these blanket statements out here, it leaves a lot of questions. It causes a lot of chaos. I'm telling you. I'm trying, Robert. I really am. I'm trying to take the high road here. It was not easy. This was a long road to get to here. It was not easy. But I'm doing my best. I'm trying to not, disappoint God. That's my ultimate goal, not to disappoint God. Even if it means I have literally had to bite my tongue till it hurts right now to be careful of what I say and how I say it. Because it would have been a whole different way if it was me driving this train. So I'm going down the chat. Oh, good gracious, a lot of comments. Okay, I'm going down. Welcome in, everyone. If I did not say your name, welcome in. Love and Live Show. Blue Lotus. Welcome in, everyone. Goodness gracious, a lot of comments on here. Let's see. But I just wanted to just personally thank everyone that. Thank you. Yes, Blue Lotus. It's a done deal. It's a done deal. Thank you. We appreciate you. We really do. And if you all haven't connected with her, make sure you connect with her. She's doing some absolutely beautiful creations over there on her channel. So make sure you connect with her. Yeah, Love and Live, you're going to have to go back and catch the replay. Go catch the skit that was done. Watch the entire live stream that was done on December the 9th for the hype again. Go check out Tori's brain. And I think by looking at those areas, you'll kind of put the pieces together. Yeah, it's a lot. Let's see. I'm going down. Okay. The Experience with Sassy says, 10, can you ask the people in here if they found anything to be offensive? Just want to get a consensus if you don't mind. There's y'all's question. For those of you that were either watching the Hype Again's skit that I did on December the 9th, you were either in the live or you've watched the replay. Did you personally find anything that any of the cast or myself said or done that was offensive? Whether it was in the L section, whether it was in the skit, whether it was in any part of that live stream that I did you find anything offensive? The experience with Sassy would like to know. We all would like to know. As the creative minds behind that live stream, did you speak for yourself? Did you personally find anything disrespectful? That is the question. Let's see. Going down. Okay. Pescatarian Gartner says no, basically. No, she didn't find anything offensive. She found it funny. And her and her husband found it hilarious and they laughed together. Okay, got it. So there's one answer. Trying to go through here. Okay, she is Sunshine responding to Ray. Okay, going down, everyone. Am I giving the negative? Living Out Loud, the podcast says, hello, 10. Are you giving the negativity too much power? No. Had I gone live on Sunday? Yes. But because I pray and because I read the word of God, the Bible, because I took the time I needed to get me separate from my emotions, the time I took today, no. Had I gone live when it first happened and been walking in my flesh, absolutely. Because I would have met that energy. See, here's one thing you need to understand about me. For years, I had a problem with anger. For years, I would meet energy. You come negative at me, I'm going to come double negative at you. And it's just going to be a whole World War 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I would walk you like a dog. I would literally drag you from here to kingdom come every single day. I would become a thorn in your side. That is the type of level of energy I was on for years. But because I love God and because I'm trying to walk right, I decided to try to take the high road at any opportunity that I can. So no, I did not give it the power it sought. What I'm doing is addressing an issue before it gets even larger than what it already is. That's what I'm trying to do. Give it power? No. Because if I was going to give it power, I would have put up every negative comment on the screen. I would have took screenshots. That would have been giving it power. I would have did this and I would have did that to meet that energy. That would have been giving it power, Ray. So no, I mean, living out loud. No. I'm just addressing an issue that keeps coming back that was brought up that pertained to something that took place on my channel with the people that were nice enough to join me during an epic event and moment in time that was designed to bring laughter. But giving it any type of negative energy, no, I did not do that. I could have very easily. I could have, but I chose not to. I'm trying to take the high road here and let people know that what was done was seen as being disrespectful and not acceptable among the masses. So let me get down to the bottom of the chat. Let me see. Good gracious, way down here. Okay, can I touch this? Okay. So no, negativity gets no power. But positivity, in order for it to reign, sometimes you have to pull that brother or sister to the side and speak on those things. You can't just let stuff filter, because what was happening since Saturday, that stuff was filtering in each one of us. It was filtering. It was building up. It was like a wave. It was doing just like this. Everyone upset. I can't believe. How dare? Who said? Are they serious? It was kept building. It kept building. It kept building. That I felt that if I, as the host of this channel and the creative mind behind doing that hype again, the way that it was done, if I didn't say something, it was only going to get worse. And then people will stop showing up for other content creators, and it would be a rumor after this, rumor after that. And it would just become even more chaotic than it already is. So I came on today to shine the light, to let everyone in the community know there was an issue. And this this is the reflection of that issue. This is what happened. This is the result of what was said and what was done during the lives. This is the repercussion of your action. This is what has happened because of what you did, what you typed, what you said. This is the repercussion of your action. That's what I need people to know and understand. We came in love, but it wasn't received that way by certain individuals. So I'm addressing it. So let me go back up in the chat. Okay, your skit. Thank you, PIA. Thank you. And that's why I didn't snatch them down. That's why I didn't snatch them down. Okay, I'm missing something. Hold on. Hold on. What's going on? Hold on. Okay, hold on, y'all. I'm trying to. Hold on. Okay, listen. Ladies, listen. All right, listen. Anytime an issue pops up in a live, in a video, or in a conversation, can we all just be mature enough to pull that brother or sister to the side and have that conversation? It doesn't need to happen in front of everybody's eyes and ears. If you found a problem, if you was offended by something that somebody said or did, there's this thing called Instagram. There's this thing called email. You can handle it there. But to come on a public platform where there is a whole lot of people, it didn't make sense. If the people that were depicted in that skit had a problem, they could have reached out to the person they had a problem with first and foremost. If Jay had a problem with me, I would expect Jay to come directly to 10 and say, hey, sis, we need to talk. And we could handle that. I wouldn't expect Jay to be in a chat, my chat or anybody else's chat, trying to handle in the chat. It's not going to get handled that way. Two grown adults should be able to go offline and handle that conversation. Not go behind the scenes and have side conversations with other people about somebody else. No. That's only going to make it worse. Have the conversation with one another because it's a one-on-one issue. It's not a us issue. It's a one-on-one issue. It's a personal problem. You need to go handle that. But it's not going to handle in the chat. It's not. If Tori had an issue, if Broke had an issue, if David had an issue, if Big Rooster had an issue, who else was up there? If Jay had an issue, if anybody up there, if Urban had an issue, they could have talked directly to that content creator. They didn't have to go up there in the chat or anywhere else and say something negative before everybody. You could have just handled that right there. If you didn't want to talk to them, you could have talked to me. But this behind the scene talking stuff is ridiculous. He did come in the chat and tell. Yeah, I saw that, Shanti. I saw him do that, as he should have. I saw him do that because as a mod, speaking for me, as a mod, I couldn't stop another mod. I couldn't stop that because YouTube doesn't give us the capacity to do that. All we as mods could do against another mod, the only thing we could do is block them or report them. And that's not my channel. Tori did not give me as a mod the right to do that. So I wasn't going to overstep my boundaries as a mod on his channel to kick that person out that was causing the disruption, because I would have had to either report that person, which means I report their entire channel, or I would literally block them from Tori's channel. And I didn't want to do that because that's a whole nother step of authority. I didn't want to do that because Tori would have been blindsided by that. And I didn't want to do that. So I just literally, like every mod that was in there, we had to literally step back and just watch this foolishness because there's nothing we could do. He had a wrench just like we had a wrench. There's nothing we could do. I kept asking from my side, are you serious? Chill out. I said chill out way early. It didn't happen. Because I could see where this was going. It did not happen. Hey, 755 Media, welcome in, sis. So, unbiased and sassy, y'all take that to a phone call or IG message. Because I can only speak from my side, and I didn't see anything up there. If Tori had a problem, Tori would have said something. We all know Tori would have said something. Just like if Big Rooster had a problem or anyone else up there had a problem, they would have said, they should have said something. But unfortunately, one of the people who didn't say it, they just had to go down and chat back like they just went on the chat and just caused a lot of disruption. Thank you, Jesus. Okay. But I'm trying to go through the chat, everyone. Yeah, and like I said, as a host, and you know, Shanti, if you do lives, you know, when you got a bunch of people in there and you're trying to stay in character and you're trying to do a show and you're trying to do all this stuff, it's hard to keep track of the chat. That's what your mods are there to do. But when things like that happen from a mod, it's hard because you can't stop that mod from saying what they're saying and doing what they're doing other than to block them or report them. That's all you can do because they got a wrench just like you. Now, if it was someone else that didn't have a wrench, then all means you kick them out and you keep it moving, you keep it pushing. And then after the live is over, you let that host know, hey, look, such and such was acting a nut in your chat. I kicked them out. You can go in there as a host. You can go and unblock them, find out what's going on as the host. You can do all of that. But as a mod against mod, there's nothing a mod can do. Our hands were tied. So they was up in there acting the way they was acting. There was nothing we could do but ask them kindly to chill out. Enough. That's all we could do, which sucked because we could have stopped that early on in the show, so we all could have enjoyed Neckbone News. Yeah, it's very hard. So I just want everyone to understand that we all should be mature enough. If you can take a joke, then take the joke, man. If you're getting too involved, take your moment, step away, leave the live, do whatever you need to do. But just don't be a disruption in other people's lives. Don't be disrespectful. Don't do anything in someone else's life that you don't want them to do in yours. Because there are some people that play that tit for tat. For real. There are some people that will go there with you. And if you don't want that to happen on your channel, if you don't want those people to pay that same level of disrespect during your live stream or during your videos or event, then don't do it to other people. I have literally had to learn to know where my line of demarcation is when it comes to other people. If somebody else, if two people got an issue, I have had to learn the hard way. Stay your butt out of it, Kim. Back up from it. Let them work it out. Because it could just be a personal thing. Also, if you are going to be in other people's chats and you're going to say whatever it is you're going to say, make sure whatever you say in one person's chat, you stick 10 toes down on that. If, let me give a crazy example. If I'm drinking, this is water. I drink water, tea, and lemonade. In every now and then, maybe once a month or so, that's all I drink. I don't drink nothing else. Okay, this is my water bottle. Get that, my ice in there. If I'm over here and I'm just talking, I'm drinking, I'm talking, I'm drinking, I'm doing whatever, right? And that's on my channel. and I go on somebody else's channel and I'm talking and drinking, talking and drinking, I shouldn't get offended if, or upset or pricked in any way if someone else is on their channel talking and drinking. I sit there and say, oh my goodness, how could you be eating on camera? How could you be drinking on camera? Oh, that's horrible. But you do it. You do it on your channel. You do it over there. You do it over there. You talk and drink all the time. So we all, each and every one of us, myself included, have to be very careful about what we say, how we say it, what we do, how we do it. Because everybody's watching. And you never want to be in a position as a content creator, as a man or woman. You just never want to be in a position where people look at you like, well, isn't that the pot calling the kettle black? You just never want to be in that type of position. Because when you say you did this or you shouldn't do that, you have to be careful because people can look at you and say the same thing. So we have to be, I'm trying to be nice with saying this. We have to be mindful of, if I'm going to look at Wellness with Frugal Mama, because the last name I see on my screen, if I say something about Wellness with Frugal Mama, but I'm doing the same thing in a sense, I can't call Wellness with Frugal Mama out on it if I'm doing the same thing. If I'm eating and drinking on camera, I can't look at her and say, girl, you should be eating and drinking on camera. Do you know what that means? You know what that says? You know what that signifies? I can't do that. I'm just as wrong as she is. Do y'all understand what I'm trying to say here? We have to be careful. I had to learn that the hard way. Years ago, I saw something that got under my skin from someone I thought I was cool with. And I brought it out. And they turned around and said, well, you. And I had to sit there and think about that thing. Well, Dad. Okay, I can see how you made that connection. I apologize. Let me shut my black mouth and go sit down somewhere. Because that had nothing to do with me. Let me sit down and hush. Kim, you wrong. Sit down. So we all have to be mindful. Even the Bible says what? Oh, goodness, I can't think. It says you have a mote in your eye and you try to point out the mote in somebody else's eye when you got the same mote in yours. Sometimes we have to sweep around our own front door before we try to sweep around somebody else's. I had to learn that. Because here I was trying to tell somebody what they should and shouldn't be doing, and I'm over there just as bad as they are. It may have been in the same thing, but something similar. Two wrongs don't make a right. I had to learn that. So I'm trying to help my fellow content creators understand. Know when to get involved and when not to get involved. Know when to say something and when not to say something. And so thank you for the inbox message I just get. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed the hypathon. So I told y'all, my inbox is blowing up. Inbox me on IG. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. We tried to bring the best, and unfortunately, it landed in a pile of mess. But you live and you learn. You too, Sassy. You have a blessed day as well. I'm sure that situation, whatever just happened, I have to go back up and check the chat. Whatever that was, will get rectified. Let's see. Yes, pescatarian gardener. Yes. Why didn't you look at the? Hold on, my glasses. Dang it, I can barely see that. Yeah, I was trying, y'all. I was trying to do this without my glasses on. Why do you look at the straw in your brother's eye, but do not notice the rabbit in your own eye? Are you asking me? What was the one you were? Oh yeah, that was the one I was thinking of. Yeah, right. That's the one I was thinking of. Thank you, Blue Lotus. Thank you, Pescatarian. Because I was like, oh man, I can't think of it. Yes, thank you. We all have to be mindful of that. We all have to be mindful of that, because if I'm going to say you're doing something wrong, I have to look at myself and say, well, what are my wrongs? What did I do? What have I said or done that could be misconstrued as a foul movement? Flag on the play. What have I done? If I'm going to tell you you're wrong, if I'm going to point out something on you, let me take a look at me. And that's what I want to do, 755 Media. That's what I've tried to do since I've revamped my channel and since I've been on publicly or the private life too. I've tried to just spread love, bring a little laughter, have some fun. That's what I do. And it saddens me just like it saddens everyone else that now I have to stop, pump the brakes, turn this thing around, and revamp what I do from this moment forth. But I wanted to, yes, Drea, yes, we have to walk in love. And it saddens me anytime us and people in general, but mainly us as Black people, have these discrepancies against each other. All we did was just lean into the stereotype. We was over there trying to pull us out of the stereotype. Women can't get together. Women always fussing. Women always fighting. Black women, black women, black women. Negative, negative, negative. I was trying my hardest to have at least one moment in history where that didn't happen. And you can see now how that went. So I am hoping that at some point in this moment, we can look back and say, wow, we learned a lot. I know I did. I learned a lot. And I'm constantly learning. And I just want to stop the foolishness before it gets bigger. And I pray that each and every one that was offended in any aspect of that skit or live in general will come to peace with it and understand that we did not do it out of malice to hurt anyone, to be disrespectful, to cross a line in any way. None of us. Thank you, Cece. Thank you so much. Cece's Texas Garden. Y'all know what I want to say, but I said I ain't gonna do no more skits, so I'm just gonna do it like this. See, it's even hard for me not to do it. So yeah. Much love, Cece. Thank you. Much love, pieces of April. So April, go ahead. You can fill on Jay's legs as much as you want to. JJ's gone now. He won't be offended. He won't take it no kind of way. Thank you, Tuck. Thank you. Thank you. You already know, April. I almost said it. Thank you, Tuck. I have to inbox you too, Tuck. I saw something on your channel I'm interested in getting. I think I had mentioned it to you, but I want to get with you about that. Yeah, you April. Look, you know I wanted to say it, right? You know I wanted to say it. I wanted to. So let's see. Let me look. Still looking through the chat. I know I missed a lot, but I do thank each and every one of y'all for being here. I do. And for those of you that were late, I would encourage you to go back and check out the replay. I know it's an hour and 30 minutes and counting, but check out the replay so you can see what's going on and everything of that nature. I'm checking to see if I have any inbox messages from anyone, any questions. If you have any questions, please, now is your time to leave them down at the bottom. Any questions, any statements you would like to make, any reviews, any suggestions, type away. But I do encourage you to continue to support one another with your whole heart and know that not everything is for everyone. And even though you may find something funny and good fun, not everybody will take it that way. Even your best intentions can still be misconstrued as negative in a negative manner. And I look forward to seeing what each and every one of you create on your channels. I will be in the strategy session for a while on this channel. And I will continue to bring content on this channel. What type of content, that is to be seen and determined. I was telling my members a few things this past week, and it is getting dark in here, about some things that I was thinking about. Turn this other light. Adding into my channel, things I was taking away. They, like you all, just like the skits, they were like, no, Tim, please don't take that away. Please continue to do this and please continue to do that. We'll see. We'll see. I'm just in a place of enough is enough. And there are certain behaviors that I do not agree with, especially when it comes back to land on my channel and around the people that support me and the growth of other content creators. I've just reached a point in my life where I just do not have time for foolishness. Anybody's foolishness. Look, I love my brother to life. But even when he started inboxing me crazy stuff, I blocked him for a minute. And of course, he called me on the phone like, I know you did. I'm like, I told you to stop sending me that foolishness. So if I'm going to do it to him, what you think I'm going to do to you? And I love my brother. Like, I will go to war for my brothers. You hear me? But I just want everyone to just honestly do things out of love. Don't do things out of malice. And if you can't have a conversation with a person about a difference of opinion, and don't even start the conversation. Keep your thoughts to yourself. Keep your opinions to yourself. But if you're going to put 10 toes down on that thing, have the conversation. It cuts down on the chaos and the confusion. So, thank you, Drea. Thank you. Thank you, Drea, so much. We throwing them back. Matter of fact, let me throw some hearts. Let me find some hearts. There you go. I'm throwing some hearts too. I'm gonna throw some hearts. Matter of fact, I'm gonna throw a whole lot more hearts than that. I'm just gonna throw a bunch of hearts. How's that, Drea? I'm joining you. We gonna throw some hearts. Not the Squirrel Squad 755 Media. Not the Squirrel Squad. So I appreciate every single one of you. Much love. Look, 10 is not going anywhere. I have not lost my joy. I'm still going to be 10 with or without the skits. I know you're going to miss the skits. I'm going to miss doing them. My daughter's going to miss doing them. Assassin on Sight, she's going to miss doing them. But, hold on, let me, show thing. But, sometimes they say every good thing must come to an end. Anything that causes any level of disruption the way that it did, I'm going to take a little bit of time. Take the time that's needed and figure out what we're going to do. What'd she say? I love and appreciate you as well. Every one of you. Let's see. What she said? I saw something. 755 played around. Now this is a joke. This is comedy. This is what I'm talking about. Right? That's comedy. So, yeah. Assassin on Sight was in her feelings too. She was ready literally to take those pita breads and be for real. But she was about to be hit me. I was not about to stand there. Let me just go and say this. I was not about to be standing there and let that child of mine hit me with no pita. It's a total different level of bread in a pita and a tortilla. Those daggone tortillas stung. Pita bread, that's gonna hurt. We may fight. Like, I'm for real. So she is not about to smack moi with no dang pita bread. All right? So we was gonna have a stand-in for that. It was gonna be a blow up doll or something. We was gonna find something to smack that. She was not about to be smacking me with no pita bread. Not happening. So don't let 755 bring you into this craziness tree. Don't let her do it. Don't even let her do it. See, and this is the level of love. Yes. Shanti, listen, I was watching y'all's replay one day with those tortillas. Them things hurt. If y'all have never been slapped with a tortilla, let somebody slap you with one. You don't understand what your girl went through for those skits. You will understand the dedication I had for those skits. Let somebody smack you with a tortilla. For real. But yeah, this is the laughter and the love I miss and enjoy in this community. We're all not going to get along. We're all not going to see things the same way. We're just not. But we should be mature enough to have the conversation if an issue arises. And I don't want anyone to feel like they can't be themselves on the channel. Baby, do you? But when you come off your channel, when you go into other people's channels, into other people's chats, govern yourselves accordingly. That's all I'm asking. Don't do anything to anyone else that you don't want them to do you. That's all I'm saying. So let's be mindful of each other. Y'all, 49 in here strong. We keep bouncing between 49 and 50. Woo-wee. I'm about to have a Miss T moment. Well, it looks like it's time to go. But I am not going to do y'all like that. Y'all have taken the time to come over here and hang with me, so I am not even going to do it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the Cash App. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm not going to say who it is, but thank you so much. Many blessings back to you. Let me see here. These two, Drea and the Rooks. I'm going to tell you something. Y'all are a mess. Did you say Maine? Did you say Maine? Y'all two are hilarious. But I want to personally thank Tori of Tori's Brain, Big Rooster Show, Jay the Motivator, and Unbiased, and who else is on the committee? Is that everyone that's left on the committee for the Hype Again? Either way, I want to thank every member of the Hype Again for giving me the opportunity to be a part of the Hype Again on December the 9th. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for the opportunity. I hope to see each and every one of you, everyone in the chat, everyone that's going to catch the replay of this, everyone that has watched the skit. I hope to catch each and every one of you in these YouTube streets, boulevards, and street corners. To everyone that left a positive note on the skit, that was there for each and every one of those content creators from 12 to 12 doing the Hype Again. I personally thank you for taking the time out just to show your love and show your support and genuine care for each and every one of the content creators. To those of you that were a part of my skit, I thank you. We have had our backdoor conversations, me thanking you over and over and over again. I will continue to do so. Thank you. You ladies brought it. You brought down the house. Continue to do you. Continue to be great and walk in your greatness. I appreciate each and every one of you. At any moment, you can always reach out to me, The Educated Natural. You can visit my website at www.theeducatednatural.com, as you can see there on your screen, or you can inbox me on Instagram through the inbox of Instagram. I think they're one of the very few places that still have an inbox. I wish YouTube had one, but oh well, it's not my platform, it's theirs. So, but if you ever need to reach out to me, do not hesitate. My inbox is always open. If you need to get on my schedule, you can get on my schedule. Just holler at me. Don't think that you got to bite your tongue as hard as I had to bite mine today. But continue to reach out to each other. If an issue arises, be mature enough to have the conversation. Don't say anything publicly that you don't want misconstrued. Support one another wholeheartedly and genuinely. And just know, not everybody's gonna like you. Not everybody's gonna like your content or how you do your content or carry yourself. But continue to always be you. Show up for you if you don't show up for no one else. Do you, boo. All right, do you. And I know you all are gonna miss the skits. I will miss them too. But like I said earlier, until further notice, the skits done by The Educated Natural will be no more. So God bless each and every one of you. Thank you all for being here. Enjoy one another. I don't know if anyone else is currently live. I'm not sure. What time is it? I'm not sure if anyone else. Today is Wednesday, so I know Wind Down Wednesday is going to be going live today. So check out Hands in the Dirt's channel to find out the details on Wind Down Wednesday. I'm not sure who else goes live today, but if you're connected in the community, if you ask around, you'll find out who else has something coming up. But that's all I can think of right off the top of my head is Wind Down Wednesday. I'm not sure if 755 Media, if you're going live tonight. I know it's Wednesday. Sometimes you do your lives on Wednesdays. So if you are going to put it in the chat, sis, let everybody know that you'll be going live. If you're going live, if you're not, let them know you're not. So they'll be looking for you like I have several times. Where's she at? So if y'all know of anyone else that's going live today, please, now is your time to put it in the chat so everyone will know where to go next. Okay. Oh, okay, cool. Blue Lotus Vibes says that Crafty collabs on her channel will be at 6 o'clock, I'm guessing Eastern. So that's in a few minutes. So in about 15 minutes or so, you can head over to Blue Lotus Vibes by Janita McLean, and you can head over there, and she's going to be going live there in about 15 minutes. So make sure you all support each other. She's working on her watch time hours. Get over there, show her some love, enjoy what she's going to create, because I already know it's going to be the bomb, because that's all she does over there. Great creative minds. Make sure y'all support each other. Every creative in here, support your fellow creative. We are all trying to build and grow. So help each other do just that. So I'm looking in the chat, see if there's anything else. Not your nap. 755 Media, everyone. She says, if my nap works out, I will do a live stream. She'll go do her stream, okay? If she don't get her nap in, she's not going to do it. So just keep checking, okay, every now and then and see if she's going to be live or not, all right? No crafty cooking. Okay, what happened? What I missed? Oh, it's going to be, wait, well, where is it going to be? She says, no crafty cooking. So it's going to be on Crafty's channel? Crafty Leo? So it's going to be on Crafty Leo's channel. Is that right? Let me know, Blue Lotus. Let me look. Can I pick it up here? Let's see. I'll make sure I send y'all in the right place. Hold on. Let's see. Let me see where that live is going to be. I don't see. Okay, I don't see a live setup for Crafty Leo. So now I'm confused. Thank you so much, my Renaissance grandma. Thank you. I try my best. It was fun to do. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Okay. Oh, okay. I got you. Crafty is cooking with others. Okay, so tonight at 6, Crafty Leo will be cooking with other people on her channel. Did she put I don't see a link for any. There it is. I see it now. Okay, I see it. She's going to be doing Mexican pambazas. It's a content creator collab featuring at Drunken Chef Barbecue, M&T Living and Cooking, Crafty Leo, EG Adventures, December the 13th, which is today, at 6 p.m. Eastern. Got you. I hope y'all got that. If you go to Crafty Leo's channel, if you look at her community tab, it'll show you that. All right? And go this way. Hopefully y'all can see that. So that's what Crafty Leo has coming up tonight. In about 10 minutes. In about 10 minutes, she'll be going live. They'll be cooking over there like they did the last time. So that's what they're making. I probably said that all wrong, but you saw the flyer. So make sure you go over there and you connect with Crafty Leo, and let's see what she's cooking that we all cannot have because, she's way over there, way over here. So our stomachs be over here like this. But it's going to be good if Crafty Leo is cooking. It would be nice to be just to be at a table with food made by Crafty Leo and passionately intrigued artists. Like, I'm just gonna bring an empty plate and an empty cup. And just sit back because you are going to be full. However, as long as Crafty don't put that stuff on the heat press, we'll be good. So yeah. Oh, and M&T cooking and living. Oh, come on. We all would have to be rolled up out of them kitchens. You hear me? Because they be throwing down in the kitchen. So I'm gonna get ready to get on up off of here. You are welcome. Thank you for letting me know. I don't know how I missed that. But yeah, thank you for letting me know. I will be there. I will be in the chat in the bushes while I'm over here working. I got a lot of stuff over here to do. So that's why I'm about to get my butt on here, get off of here and go do my work because I got work to do. So hopefully I've said something that has impacted each and every one of you. And just be mindful of what y'all do and let y'all know that we love you. We continue to love and respect each and every one of you. Continue to pray for each and every one of you. And we just can only get better from here. It's only up from here. All right. So have the conversations you need to have. Come back, be great, and do what God created you to do. I don't see any questions. So until the next time God allows us to come together one more time. Oh, before I get up out of here, those of you that have asked me about EVMux, 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 all right? Yes, this is what I used. I have been using for the last few live streams. I've been using EVMux. If you like the quality, if you like what you saw and have seen thus far, and you're thinking about trying to find your own live streaming platform, I encourage you, let me copy this real quick, to use my link. All right. Hopefully that went over. And if you want to be a part of EVMux, you want to try it out, that is my affiliate link for them. I would encourage you to use my affiliate link, sign up, enjoy yourself, and have a ball with this platform. It's so many bells and whistles. I haven't even showed some of the things that's on here because they keep updating so many things like all the time. So just think, if you like OBS, if you like StreamYard, if you like Restream, just imagine all of them getting together and creating a baby. Boom, you have EVMux. That's how I see it anyway, because I've used them both or all. And so, yeah. So if you like to tinker, if you like to customize how your live stream goes and looks, if you like to have giveaways, they have a giveaway tool on here. If you have questions, you have someone like me and other content creators in here that use it. You have questions, we're there to help you. But don't struggle alone. We are here to help you grow. So that's all I wanted to say. You can copy that. Make sure before you head up out of here, you hit that like button, you share, you comment. Thank y'all for who have already done that. Thank you for every super chat, every cash app, every sticker, every membership, everything you have done to continue to help this channel grow. And I, as a content creator, grow as well. I thank you. Until the next time God allows us to come together, continue to be a blessing to one another. And until the next time, y'all know how I do. Enjoy your journey. Much love to each and every one of you. And one time before I get up out of here, for Jay and April, West Texas, baby. Much love, y'all. See y'all next time.